Hello my friends, welcome back. This is Melanie with Melanie Smith Stamps, and I am here today with Spellbinders Wax Seal of the Month Club. This is the cross stitch heart, and I am in love with this month's clubs because of the stitching theme. Stitching is where I actually fell in love with crafting, other than art class, of course, in school, because I was an avid art class lover from day one. So even all the way through high school, I was in art class. So, but my first out of school craft was cross stitch. Anything with a needle and thread, I absolutely adore. So this is the cross stitch heart wax seal. And this month you are getting the Cloudy Sky wax beads, which is one of the newer colors of wax beads in the Spellbinders store. So that is exciting. And it is this like country pastel blue here. And we were going to use that. I've already put my tag in there. And I thought we would make maybe a green and also a pink, possibly, just so I have a couple colors to choose from when I'm designing with this month's club. Now, of course, I need to get my candle. That would help the situation, wouldn't it? We'll see if this one's got enough life left in it to get us through a few wax seals. And then we'll set our spoon on there, and I like to start with 4 beads. That is just the preferred number that I usually start with. And as you can see, you get the full handle with the wax seal. And this one is very detailed. I really love it. It's going to coordinate so well with this month's kits. I have already been playing with the kits. I'm going to have a few different videos. You've probably seen 1 or 2 of them already. But I have been really enjoying the mixing and matching of products. I adore when they all coordinate. Now, I have not received my Better Press kit yet. It is running a little late, but I've been playing with everything except the Better Press. Let's see. I am going to... The wax is starting to melt here. Let me give it a little time. I'm just moving it around a little bit to help it evenly disperse in there. It is almost ready. Now I'm going to remove it from the heat a little bit and let it set up just a little. I like to let these cool off just a tiny bit before I pour. I just find there's less bubbles usually when I do that. And then this one is a circle, so I'm going to just pour and try to keep it a circle. I go slow, I don't go fast. Okay, just rub that tip off. And then I'm just going to slowly ease this into the wax. I'm not pushing. I'm letting the weight of the wax seal fall into place. And we will see what we get. It looks like it's a little bigger on that side, but that's okay. I still see a rim all the way around. So I am happy with that. to go ahead and use my paper towel and clean out this wax. I'm pretty sure that one's going to turn out okay. Do be careful when you're cleaning these spoons. They are extremely hot. And you do not want to burn yourself. I have burned myself, so be very, very careful. Go ahead and get this one started. This here is Fern. That's the one we're using there. This first one, again, was the one that comes in your kit, and it's Cloudy Sky. See how this has turned out. Aww. Look at there. Isn't that precious? Oh, I just adore that. Okay, so number 1 is done. And number 2 is warming up here very nicely. I just love that. It could have even had maybe even a little more wax than that in there. Get a little bit more of a rim if you wanted a bigger rim. I wonder what, let's do one more. Let's just see how big of a rim it gets if you do 5. Let's add one more in there and let's see what we get. Just for curiosity's sake. You have to be careful moving it around though, because the spoon is quite full with the 5th one in there. Okay, I'm going to take this off here and just let it cool down a little bit. Oops. I'm going to stir that in the middle just a little bit with my pokey tool because that extra one we added. I'm going to go ahead and pour this. It's a little fast. Okay. Let's see how this one does. All right. That one's going to be a big border, but it looks nice. Nice and clean. I think with this pink mix, I'm going to go ahead and use a combination of some of the lighter pink and the darker pink, which is what I love about having these mixes, is you can play with it. I could even add a red in there if I wanted to, darken it up a little bit. So I think I'm going to do maybe 3 of the pinks. Well, let's see if we like the bigger one. Let's see if we like the bigger one better or the little one better. And this one is probably, I don't want it to burn my spoon. Let's see, is this ready? Oh, that's actually really pretty. That is really nice. So there is the 2 looks of 4 or 5 beads. So which one do you like, 4 or 5? I like them both. I guess it would just depend on the project. So let me go ahead and wipe this out. And something I should have showed you is, this would have been a perfect opportunity to show you too, is when you have all this excess wax in your spoon like I did here, you can actually drop it on your mat. We'll do it when we have the pink and I'll show you. But you can make yourself little little enamel dots of wax on your mat here. So I'll show you that here with the last one. And I'm going to go ahead and make another big one because I really liked how full the actual stitches came out there. It's more raised and more defined than it is here. I think I really like that. The way the actual stitches are pronounced in that one. I like the level of this one, the profile of it, but I like the way the stitches look in that one. So I guess it depends. If I was planning on coloring it, I probably would go with this one. If I was planning on not coloring it, I probably would go with this one. Okay, so now we've got a swirl here. I want a lighter pink. I feel like a scientist when I'm mixing colors. I love doing it. You can use any metal pokey tool to do this. You can use the end of your tool-in one. You can use a toothpick. The wax comes right off any stainless steel, so it's a good thing to know. All right. So now, ooh, that's a pretty color. Look at that, those three colors together. Let this move around a little bit. And this has a little pearl in it, whereas those are matte. And this has some pearl iridescent in it. It's really pretty. Okay. I'm going to start a slow pour. There we go. Not quite round, but it'll be okay. And then we can guide this slowly into it to get that border. There we go. This one's got a little bit of bubbles because we mixed it. I think that's the reason it's got those bubbles. So I may want to reheat this one. We'll see how it is when we get it done. Okay, here's this one. I think that turned out just fine. It's got a little tiny bubble right here, but I think it'll be okay. You can always cut these up and put them right back in to the wax seal and do them again if you prefer. And like I was saying, you can take the wax that's hot like this and your excess, just do a drop, a drop, a drop, 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 drop. Gotta squeeze one more. And all of those will become enamel dots. once they cool. Isn't that neat? So you can get coordinating enamel dots from your wax. So don't waste your wax. Use your wax and create yourself enamel dots. So hopefully that was beneficial. I will show you a card here at the end of the video where I've used one of these in a finished project. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye, friends.